Hey everybody, welcome to my kitchen. Welcome back to another episode of Nourishing Nosh. I am going to make for you today a cucumber and peach salsa. Why? Because I had lots of cucumbers and some peaches that I gathered from Michigan when we were up on a trip there recently. So I thought, yum, what better than to make a delicious salsa out of those things? And I love salsa. So let's get started, okay? What do you say? For this recipe, I'm calling for 1 whole cucumber, and I prefer to seed it for salsa, especially if it's got some really thick, juicy, plump seeds in there. See them? Yep. Yep. Now, you could totally leave them in, and that's fine, but for me, I don't like it, so I just don't do it. So I've already cut half of it here, and I've diced it, and I took out my ruler, and I measured every single piece to make sure it was the same size. I'm telling you this because I feel like so many people sit at home and they're like slow, like meticulously cutting, and you don't have to do that, okay? Don't waste your time or your life making precision cuts. Like, you're not getting paid for that, so don't do it, okay? Now, I will give you a little trick. So there are lots of ways to dice up a cucumber, and you can do it any way you want. There are no rules, okay? You cut how you feel. But I kind of like to treat it like a melon. You know how melons have that seed in the middle and you often see people kind of cutting around the side? Well, that's what I'm gonna do. So I cut this one in half, and then I am just going to kind of peel around the side, and you'll see I'm kind of leaving out some of that seed. And if you can kind of go at a little bit of an angle too. So I'm starting at the top and working my way down. Do you see what I'm doing? Can you see it? And then you're left with kind of this little bit of seed package. And you can save that. You can put that in some water to flavor your water with cucumber. Then you can put it in your compost pile. You can do whatever you want with it. So then you're left kind of with these little skinnier pieces of cucumber. And then they're pretty much easy to just cut up real fast into a nice little dice situation. And again, we're not talking and we're not looking for any kind of precision here, okay, folks? So, you know, you could sweat it or you could just not. I prefer to not sweat. Well, I actually like sweating, unlike, you know, some people. Sweating's proof that your body knows how to cool itself. That's fun. Some fun things about the human body that you probably already knew. If you don't sweat, I don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get sweaty, I'm worried. Okay, I'm almost done. Do you like how I filled the time with talking about sweat? No one else is doing that. No, they're not. That's why you tuned in to watch me. And you wondered why. So that's just going in the bowl. And then we can put the remaining amount of cucumber in the bowl. Very good at dumping things all over my countertop. I don't really care. There it is, in a bowl. Pretty cool. Okay, then next up is that peach. Peaches are so good right now. Like, normally I would just eat this peach because it's delicious. But since I am making a salsa, I feel like we should cut it up and turn it into salsa. So, you know, slice down the middle. If you've got a really ripe peach, that shouldn't be like a big issue. Save it, plant a peach tree. I don't know. We're gonna actually try it. I have one in my window. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted. Numerous ways to cut this peach. You could just slice it and then kind of dice it. Or what I like to do is kind of do this kind of onion situation. I can't do it that way because I'm not cool enough, nor are my arms long enough. But you basically splay your hand on top, and then you've got kind of like the top piece and this piece. And then you can kind of dice those up to get nice, big, delicious pieces of peach. I was really worried I was gonna mess that up. Pieces of peach. It's like one of those training things in music class. English class? Music class? Whatever, you guys. I haven't been to class in a long time. Okay, you saw how easy that was, see? Same thing, splay that hand on top, give it a good slice. Make sure you are clearing that other side of your palm. That's why you splay those fingers. You don't want to cut your palm off. Yeah. No one really wants to go to the doctor right now. No offense, doctors. You know, you guys are great, but you don't need people coming in with hand wounds from cutting a peach. Okay. I digress, as usual. We're almost done. Can you believe it? All this talking. My peach is so ripe, it's like, no, you can't cut me. Don't even try it. All right, peaches in a bowl, cucumbers in a bowl. Then you wipe off your hands because your hand is full of peach. Then what I'm going to show you is that I've got about, this is kind of a small bell pepper because I used some of it for something else, but you could do a whole one. So 1 small bell pepper that I've chopped. Then I've got about a tablespoonish of diced red onion. You could skip that if you don't want to do it, but I like it. It adds a little bit of extra flavor. Then I've got my friend jalapeno, and you can take the seeds out if you don't want spice, but I love things spicy. I love the spice. It is so nice. Give me all the spice. Oh my, she's doing it again. You're watching this and you're saying, is she singing about spice? It's weird. Okay, so cut it up, chop it. I keep the seeds and the membrane in so that I can have lots of delicious spicy jalapeno in mine. There you go, right into the bowl. Bring it up so you can see it a little bit. Look how pretty, isn't it pretty? You guys love it, I know you do. Okay, we're almost done, can you believe it? A little fun thing, I'm gonna put, what's that? What's that little thing? This is ginger, and I'm gonna put a little ginger in here. It's a little something unexpected. And you could take the skin off many ways. Sometimes if it's such a small piece, I'll just use my knife and kind of go around it carefully and use the tip of my knife to remove a lot of that outer tough skin. So I'm gonna end up with about, I don't know, half a teaspoon or so of ginger. And again, I think it's a small amount for a reason, because it's just gonna be like, you eat it and you're like, oh, what's that flavor in there? You know, when you have all your big dinner parties that you're having, you can make this and they'll say, Barbara, I taste something in the salsa. What is it? And you'll be like, it's my secret. Maybe your friend's name isn't Barbara. Joyce? What is this, 1950? I don't know. Okay. All right. Then you're gonna add, I would love to have added a 1/4 cup of this stuff, but a mix of cilantro and mint. This is all my garden could give me. So you know what we make do? I'll use my tiny amount here, but I would recommend going up to like a 1/4 cup of this stuff and adding that. All right, now that that's all chopped up, not to perfection, by the way. Never perfection. No one is perfect, all right? Don't let anyone tell you that. Lime, okay? Every good salsa should have some acid. And this one is no exception. I'm just banging stuff over here. All reckless and crazy. I'm trying to finish this so you guys can make it yourselves. Okay, lime juice, about 2 tablespoons will probably be good enough. But again, you can do this one by flavor. If you like stuff that's super bright and cheery and just sassy, then you add more lime juice, okay? You do you, as I like to say. Maybe I should stop saying that. Anyway, but I really do believe it. I think you should do you. Okay, once that's all juiced in there, you're gonna need a little salt. Salt just adds, it doesn't add anything. It just sort of brings out the flavor of the food. So you're not salting this so you can have like a salty experience. You're salting it so you can taste all the peaches and all the other good stuff. So a little sprinkle, about a 1/4 teaspoon will do ya. And then you stir it up with your spoon. What else are you gonna stir it with? I guess you can use your hands. I'm all about using your hands. If your hands are clean, I say, you know, do it. Get in there, get your hands messy. My hands are already so messy, by the way, so it doesn't much matter. All right, and then when you're done, you're gonna have a beautiful bowl of cucumber-peach salsa that you can put on fish, or you can just eat with a spoon, or you can use it with chips. It's so delicious. Your family's gonna love it. And make sure you keep following me here. I got all kinds of recipes. I'm bored out of my mind, so I'll just keep making them.
Can I go be subscribed button?
Oh, and I do have a YouTube channel, so if you want to check that out, or if you're looking at this video on my YouTube channel, then hit subscribe so you can get all of the new videos. All right, thanks so much for joining me again. Toodaloo. Was that weird?